For years, crypto was built for traders and developers, not everyday users. Gas fees, private keys, seed phrases, network settings, the entire experience felt like using the internet in 1998. But that's finally changing. We're entering what many call Wallet 2.0, where gasless transactions, account abstraction, and smart wallets could make self-custody usable for everyone. So what's really happening under the hood? And why does everyone keep saying self-custody like it's the future of finance? Let's start with the problem. Traditional crypto wallets were never designed for normal people. A wallet like MetaMask is basically a key manager. It doesn't know who you are. It doesn't protect you from mistakes. Lose your seed phrase, lose your funds forever. That level of responsibility is terrifying for most users. So naturally, people turn to exchanges and custodians that hold keys on their behalf. That made crypto convenient again. But it also recreated the exact same trust problem blockchains were meant to solve. Now, the industry wants to fix that by redesigning wallets from the ground up. The key idea is account abstraction, or in simpler terms, programmable wallets. Instead of each account being just a private key and balance, an abstracted account is a smart contract that defines its own rules. It can decide how to sign, how to recover, how to pay fees, and even how to limit actions. You could have daily spending limits, social recovery, multi-device access, or automatic approvals for small transactions, all built into the wallet itself. So how does this actually work? Ethereum's current account model separates users into two types: externally owned accounts, EOAs, controlled by private keys, and contract accounts, which are code. EOAs can send transactions but can't execute logic. Contract accounts can execute logic but can't initiate transactions. Account abstraction merges the two. Your wallet becomes a smart contract with programmable logic that behaves like a normal account. That's what standards like ERC-4337 enable. ERC-4337 introduced a new system called the User Operation Mempool, a separate layer for smart wallets to submit transactions. Instead of users signing raw transactions directly, they sign user operations. Special nodes called bundlers collect those operations, pay gas on the user's behalf, and get reimbursed by the wallet contract. That's where gasless transactions come in. Apps or relayers can sponsor your gas costs, creating Web 2-like experiences where users sign once and things just work. Gasless doesn't mean free. It means abstracted. Someone still pays, but the complexity disappears from the user's point of view. Imagine onboarding a new user to a DeFi app. They don't need ETH to start. The app sponsors the first few transactions, like a free trial. That single change removes one of the biggest UX barriers in crypto. The second piece of the revolution is recovery and security. Right now, if you lose your private key, you lose everything. But with account abstraction, wallets can implement social recovery, where multiple trusted contacts or devices can help you regain access. Or they can use multi-factor recovery, combining biometric checks, hardware devices, and cloud backups. You get the safety of a self-custodial wallet without the anxiety of a single seed phrase. This changes the meaning of self-custody itself. It's not about memorizing 12 words. It's about owning a wallet whose logic you control. A wallet that can delegate tasks but never give up authority. That's the difference between self-custody and self-burden. Account abstraction lets you keep ownership but share usability. Now think about what happens when this becomes mainstream. New wallets like Safe, Rabby, OKX Web3 Wallet, and Privy are integrating account abstraction under the hood. Even big players like Coinbase and Binance are moving towards smart wallets with passkey or Face ID login. To the user, it feels like logging into an app. Behind the scenes, it's a self-custodial wallet controlled by smart contracts and bundled transactions. This creates a new design layer for crypto, the user layer. Layer 1 handles security, Layer 2 handles scalability, and Wallet 2.0 handles experience. For years, the industry scaled throughput, but ignored usability. Now the bottleneck isn't TPS, it's UX. People don't need 1-cent gas fees if they can't even understand what approved spending limit means. Wallet 2.0 solves that by merging Web 2 simplicity with Web 3 control. Let's zoom in on gasless transactions again. They're not just a gimmick, they're how crypto becomes invisible. When you pay with a card online, you don't think about settlement layers or routers. Crypto should feel the same. Gas sponsorships and batched transactions make it possible for wallets to hide complexity while keeping everything verifiable on-chain. Apps can pre-sign operations, bundle them, and pay gas through a relayer network. For the user, it feels instant. Now combine that with session keys, temporary keys that allow certain actions for a limited time. For example, a game can let you play for an hour without re-signing every move. After the session expires, the key is useless. That's not only safer, but also makes on-chain experiences as smooth as Web 2 gaming or payments. The final piece of this puzzle is composability. Once wallets become programmable, apps can integrate wallet logic directly into their UX. You could have automatic portfolio rebalancing, yield claiming, or subscription payments that trigger on-chain. No manual approvals, no confusing pop-ups. The wallet becomes an active agent, not a passive signature tool. So what's the catch? Complexity moves under the hood. Smart contract wallets are more flexible, but also harder to audit. Bundlers and paymasters introduce new trust assumptions. If the bundler network censors you or runs out of funds, transactions can stall. Gasless sponsorship also raises questions about sustainability. Who keeps paying for free transactions? As always in crypto, convenience comes with trade-offs. Still, this shift is inevitable. The future of crypto depends on hiding its own complexity. Wallet 2.0 isn't about new speculation. It's about invisible infrastructure. When onboarding feels like signing into Gmail, when recovering a wallet feels like resetting a password, when paying gas is something you never think about, that's when crypto goes mainstream. So, why is everyone suddenly talking about self-custody? Because in this new model, self-custody finally stops being painful. You own your wallet, you control your rules, but the experience feels like a normal app. It's not about decentralization for ideology, it's about user independence without friction. Here's your short checklist to track Wallet 2.0 adoption. 1. Apps using ERC-4337 and smart wallets by default. 2. Real gas sponsorships, not just demos. 3. Wallets offering recovery without custodians. 4. Session keys and bundled transactions becoming standard. 5. Fiat on-ramps connecting directly to smart wallets without exchanges. When those 5 signals align, you'll know the user layer of crypto has finally arrived. Gasless, recoverable, programmable wallets. The final bridge between usability and sovereignty. Because the end goal was never just decentralization, it was freedom that anyone can actually use. This is not financial advice. It's a framework to understand why self-custody is no longer a slogan. It's becoming the default user experience.